Okay, as you see here, I just took down that pot, and over here, Senior makes a 17x shove, which looks pretty strong. I wouldn't expect him to show up with much worse than uh, ace 8, ace 7, king queen sort of hands, and that's the bottom of his range. These guys are very short now, all three of them, and I think I've done a decent job keeping them that short. And I think I have to call here if he shoves. I think a raise fold here is fine actually. I have the button, and it depends how wide he's going to be. I know he did some earlier stuff where he raised pretty wide and I had to fold, and I ended up calling, but okay, I'm just going to lead out. And here it's an easy shove, queen 9. It's going to be folding a fair bit of the time, and when he calls, again, he's not going to have me horribly crushed. And not going to hit my queen or my 9, and he'll double up through me. That's a fine call with king jack. I would have done the same. I'm raising, folding to him, calling him. The main reason I'm doing this isn't because I want to call his shove, I just think he'll also be folding a decent amount of the time. So I feel like I'll just pick up all the blinds, and which will be pretty profitable to do. He ends up reshoving, and Joram gets out of the way. Pretty easy fold for me at 9-8. Fold here again. He's trying to, Senior's playing very aggressively now, actually. And it's sort of working out for him, so I see that he also could just be picking up some cards, but whatever he's doing seems to be working out well. I have to fold here if laser shows. He's going to be doing it with a wide range, but I only have 9 high, so not doing too well, even against his shoving range, which would be very wide in that spot. Shove, he's actually getting about 2 to 1, so he should be calling with almost any 2 cards here. He's getting about 2 to 1, and he'll still fold. He must have had a very bad hand here in that spot. Snap shove and a snap call with ace king, obviously. Deuce or 5 or 7 now, and he'll miss both. Ooh, flop a set of 10s, and that'll be a pretty instantaneous double up. This is a raise call against anybody here. Ace jack suited just plays really well four-handed. I just don't want to get flatted, which is the main reason I think I'll raise here. But then again, the only person who's going to flat me is Grabman, and yeah, I just don't think I'm deep enough though to just, I think I'll have to just shove. Anyway, this guy just open shoved, but I have jacks here I can't ever fold, so. Both tables I'm just taking bad beat after bad beat. Jacks just got cracked by 8s, my ace queen just got cracked by his king 10. It's a pretty gross spot. I think I have to call here actually. He is way ahead, but I think I mathematically had to make that call. It's a pretty gross way to lose in this one. I couldn't pick up any hands to double up with. I ended up taking one bad beat to him and then another, and yeah, that was it. So anyway, that's this hand. I'll just let it play out for you guys to watch, but I'm gonna just be focusing a lot here. I'm limping here just because this guy has a lot of chips. I don't know how aggressive he is gonna be on the bubble as chip leader, but I have such an edge over this guy in terms of chips that it just does not make sense to be. I don't know. I guess raise folding is fine, but I just don't want to give this guy too much. If this guy's going to be shoving a very wide range, I'd have to fold because of how short this guy is, which I don't like. Here's a spot I'm just going to be calling. If he shoves it to snap call, ace 9 is way miles ahead of the range he's shoving, but he ends up folding. Folds to me. I'm just going to fold. No reason to try anything tricky there. Same here. Again, I don't want to raise, and he's going to be reshoving a wide range, and he's only going to be shoving with hands that are ahead of me. He's never just going to be flatting because he seems like a decent player. King 10. Snap call. I think I can call here, and if I hit, just get it in. Just check shove. And that's a good flop to do shit on. I bet pretty big there. It's a very dry board. I wanted to sort of make him pay for any hand he wanted to continue with. He raises and shoves, and he'll snap call with ace-9, and as long as we don't see a 7, I'm going to be heads up at this table. Okay, so we're heads up at this table. We had a dominant chip lead earlier, but we've lost it because of some bad beats. Our jacks lost his 8s earlier. So plan is just to play heads up and hopefully pick up a hand. You're going to have to be raising a very wide range here, though, when you're heads up. And you also are going to be reshoving a wide range when you know your opponent's raising light, which seemed to just happen right there. No matter what he does, I have to get this in. It just plays, it's too strong of a hand heads up to fold, especially to this guy. Ace-8 versus his 4s. If I can just dodge a 4, which I do. This is a standard flip. I think it was fine what he did. He just open shoved with the 4s. I guess he didn't want to raise and just have me flat and outflop him. As you see at this table, these two are heads up right now, and I'm not really surprised. They were playing pretty decent throughout most of the game. I mean, even his Jack-9 shove earlier, which cracked my Ace-10, that was a pretty standard spot. Raise, I'm wondering if he's just going to be shoving like 60% or something. Because I'm going to have to start readjusting calling ranges because I feel like this guy's going to be reshoving pretty late. I don't really want to raise here, and on the off chance he flats, I'll be playing out of position. And I don't want to shove here because I feel like I'm too deep, so I'll just call and play the flop. I just don't like a call. That's a weird spot, actually. I feel like my raise would get him off some hands, might be, but it's sort of weird. I think folding here might not be the worst option. I don't know. I think when I raise there, he's going to end up shoving or calling me with hands that are going to force me to barrel on the river just to try to kick him off weak aces, but I don't think I'll actually be able to do that. So sort of a weird spot. 8 king. He shoves, he did fold. And this game could be over right now, actually. A lot of outs. But the jacks hold, and this tournament ended. Congratulations to Yoram for winning. This table I'm pretty much equal with Senior, and hopefully I'll be able to take it down. Min raise, it's standard to min raise in these tournaments, limping and min raising. You're not going to see too many people do 3x here because you're just very exploitable. You 3x it with a wide range and somebody shoves. 7-8 suited, obviously calling. Well, he bet small to induce a bluff, which he succeeded at. He has obviously a 4 here, he has a king. He has a 4 or a king a lot of the time. I don't see much worse except aces. Well, which isn't worse than a king, but not that great. Raising, he's shoving so wide. This is really bad now at this point. I feel like if he shoved, I might need to call there with 9 king. Because I feel like the amount of shit he's showing up with is wide. I don't feel like I can raise full too much anymore, so I think I should just be shoving that hand. Because I have fold equity there. If I just raise and he shoves, I'm going to have to fold. But if I shove there, I can take it down a lot of the time. Again, I think same situation as the 8-10. Yeah, even if he calls me, he's going to be calling me a lot of the time with just like 55%, 60%. Ace queen suited, that's like the immoral nuts heads up. Raise calling for sure. I'm trying to induce him to shove with wider with a weaker hand. He knows I've been raising and then folding to shoves a lot of the time, so